So how are we going to spice up our life today?
Well, how about a bit of warmth and a hot cup of tea?
That's good.
I want to show you a really easy way to get into herb teas. Most people think of herb teas as boring, mainly because they're singles. So if you start blending and mixing them together, you can even have your black tea. This is China black tea. Put about 3 handfuls like this in here, like big generous pinches. And what they do to make Earl Grey tea is they flavor it with oil of bergamot, and it's naturally found in bergamot, which is this. So you can take a nice pinch of that. This is what its flower looks like over here. And a touch of the lavender, because it also has that oil in it. Mix it together. That's it. And then here, put it in this jar, and you have your own blend of homemade Earl Grey tea. The second one is to take boring mint and turn it into something that's more sensational. So take about 6 pinches like that, and then add in some rose petals. And then when you use the flowers, you just use a small amount compared to the greens, but it makes it totally different. And if you use a dark rose like this, it actually adds a blush color to the tea when you make it and put it in a clear mug. How many? A nice generous pinch. That looks good. And then fluff it together. And here's a jar for you to put it in. If you were into health and you wanted a cleansing one for the morning, you could use the same peppermint and you would add alfalfa to it. And then it would make a green tea, but it would be one that you would use in the morning. Same thing.
Alfalfa and peppermint.
And peppermint, that's right. Alfalfa neutralizes acids in your body, and the peppermint gets you going. You know, if you want to get going in the morning, drink peppermint tea. Here's a really simple one that you could try, and that's to mix some lemon balm and some chamomile and some peppermint for this one. So start with your peppermint again.
How much?
About 6 of those. Because you're using this as a base. So remember, mint grows abundantly in your garden, so you can be generous with it in your blends. And at the same time, it makes a good base note. And then when you add a little bit of the lemon balm to it and a little bit of the chamomile, it makes a more gentle wake-up than just drinking pow peppermint.
About this much?
2 of those like that. And it also adds a flower element to it so that you get color. There's another jar. I'm going to put the end of this peppermint in yours too. That's it. And you see you get the flecks of the yellow. And then we'll show you how to make a deluxe afternoon blend. So now for the afternoon blend, this is the more complex one. We use orange mint rather than peppermint. It's sometimes called eau de cologne mint. And we mix in lemon verbena, which is a tropical that has a really lovely strong lemon taste. We can add a pinch of stevia, which is a natural sweetener, a little bit of the chamomile, but not as much as these ones. And then we add a couple of cloves and cinnamon stick. I've got some broken up right here to go in. A little bit of orange peel. I get my children to dry this at Christmas time from the mandarin oranges. And if you add a little bit of this tropical hibiscus, this will turn the whole tea a blush pink. So you could make a special for Valentine's. You could make pink tea on purpose, and you mix it together, and that gives you, it's a really nice flavor, especially with a hint of the spices as well as the herbs. It has a much more complex flavor to it, and then the color as well. And if you want to grow these, most of them you can grow in your garden. Even this one, this is a new one here. This is anise hyssop. That's one that people aren't so familiar with, and it tastes like licorice. And it's real pretty. It blooms quite late in the summer.
Thank you, Linda.
You're welcome.
It's been just wonderful hanging out with you. I've learned so much.